Okay. Oh, now you would walk away. Oh my god, dog. What a SOB. Look at that one for a second so I can line a shot. Oh my god. I had to take the camera out. This is the iPad. I stopped my video that I was watching on YouTube to film these dogs because I felt compelled. Because that one, the one with her mouth hanging open, has been staring at me the whole time I've been sitting here. She just stares. I feel so sorry for her. That's all she does all the time. She just walks around the house and like stares at us. And I don't know if it's, her age or she's like, mentally sort of addled. I don't know. Like she's walking away from me now on purpose because I'm taking the camera out. Isn't that right? Oh. I know how smart you are. That one's not as smart. He's a good boy though. I've just fed them all my carrots pretty much. Which is fine. I don't mind. I brought a lot out for them. Of course I used yesterday's peanut butter. It's been sitting out all night. Yeah, I feel like I should feel disgusted about it too, but I seriously don't care because it was good, it was fine. I don't know, I'm getting yelled at all the time for wasting food, so trying not to waste food. I would give her the dish to lick, but my mom does not want me to give the dishes to the dogs to lick. Well, my mom and Angie really, neither one of them appreciate that at all. Anyway, I feel like I want to talk about the dogs, I guess, because my friend Maria over at Infinite Loop Systems, she asked about them. I've been trying to feature them in the videos a little bit more for a couple of reasons. I think people like animals in the YouTube videos, and also stop walking away so I can film you. It's not interesting to see me talk filming the sidewalk. Well, not if you're not going to look at me. Oh, thank you. That's different. Throwing me a bone. That's nice. This guy over here. Oh. Anyway, I think people like to see animals in the videos, and also, honest to God, you guys, I don't know how much longer I have with these dogs. Okay, trigger warning. I guess I'm going to talk about dog loss, pet loss. I mean, see, that's the thing of it. Like, we don't mind the poop. I haven't picked it up. I will pick it up though. We don't know how long we have with like anybody or anything in our lives, but sometimes there are things that we like, like are more likely. I don't want to see you peeing. Get you out of the pee shot. Some like plants here in the dead part of the lawn. This part never grew right. Anyway, oh, it's a lizard. Hi, guy. I don't think this is the same one that's been coming around. You're a different one. You're smaller. I'd get closer, you guys, but it would totally run away. And I can't move the iPad because it would, get scared of that, too. Oh, there's a dove on the... Yeah, him and his family live on our roof. Oh, yeah. My mother's so happy about that. There's lots of lizards, too. I guess what I was saying about pets, let's see. Back up. Or loss, rather. You sometimes you're going to lose something. And, like a pet, okay, George Carlin, who is an amazing comedian and thinker and speaker. And I always remember, well, I'm not going to get into a thing about George Carlin, but I remember like one of his things that resonated with me when I was a kid was his story about losing pets. And he was talking about a dog specifically, or maybe a dog and a cat, I don't know. Same thing, right? And he was talking about the loss of the pet, and he said something to the effect of, I can't remember it completely, but they're like oh, what term did he use? I know the like sentiment, but I don't know the exact words. Ryan, what are you doing? Like they're like tragedies in the making, basically. Like they're like it's gonna end bad. All right, you know it's gonna end bad. You go into it knowing that it, it hurts when it's over. Gosh, does it hurt? And honestly, like I'm doing these videos for myself and my kid, and I want to be able to look back on them and have her remember these dogs. Because although they're not my first dogs, they are her first dogs. And it's quite special that she has them, that we have them. Honest to God, I worried that entire 9 months. Sorry for the fast turn. Entire 9 months about these dogs getting along with that baby. Because I thought, there's no way. I've never been able to walk these dogs. Like, I can't take them to the vet or to the dog wash without having to go inside first and make sure it's like clear of other potential problems. When they were younger, they used to go wild, and I couldn't handle it. Okay, like, I mean, the dog I had before these guys was a golden retriever, and he was like, as big as both of them put together, but it was just a different time and a different me. And with these guys, I've never been able to like properly manage them. And the fact that there's the two of them, and they just like, they're a force. Okay, so with age they've mellowed, and they've gotten far more chill. We did live with them in a hotel for 5 months, and I had to walk them out, down a hall, down an elevator, through another hall, out a door, through a parking lot, to a dog parkish area, and back, often in the snow. And let me tell you, that was a challenge and a frickin' half for me. Oh my God, that was hard. It was fine. I mean, we did it. It was fine. We had a couple of problems once in a while, but for the most part, they did fine. But they were already almost 10 years old when that happened. Dogs change over time, just like people change over time. And I never had a problem at the hotel really dealing with them. Although there was one weird experience where, I'm sorry, I'm going off on a little tangent for a minute because I'm trying to recount this memory. Angie and I were in the parking lot, and like we had to go down the parking lot, and at the end of the parking lot there was a dog park, but like a small grass area with a tree for the dogs to go in. They had bags and everything. It was great. I mean, it was awesome. And these dogs did not appreciate when other people would be around us. Like, and if they had a dog especially. But one night, even though this guy didn't have a dog, he did incite these dogs to get really vicious. And Angie and I were fighting, of course, and we were both in the dog park together with the dogs. And mind you, the parking lot is full of like about 2 inches of like packed down snow. So we're in the dog park, and as we walked there, we saw this guy first, and these guys freaked out. Got to the dog park. I'm sure we continued our argument, and like it blew up into a point of where I was like, I'm walking away. Screw you, I'm going home. So I was like taking the dogs and trudging through the snow across the parking lot. And this dude was like still out there. And I can't remember what he said to me, but he was like saying something to me. And like people, you don't need to be polite to creepy a-holes, okay? Even if you don't know they're creepy a-holes, like your brain knows, all right? And sometimes your frickin' dogs know. And like he was talking to me, and I was like trying to be sort of nice, but like get through the parking lot too, because I didn't want to be standing around in the snow and like have these two hellhounds like at the end of the leash, like pulling and gnashing their teeth at this creepy guy. I think he was like a security guard. I don't know, he was dressed like one, but this hotel didn't have a security guard, so I don't know what the frick he was doing there. Anyway, so these dogs are like going crazy, and this guy's trying to talk to me, and I'm trying to politely like go away. And suddenly I hear this yelling from behind me, and it's Angie, and she's like the dogs are barking, but Angie was barking at this guy, like, yeah, you just get away. That's right, I'm talking to you. And I'm sure he used like colorful language, like I don't remember the exact words, but like got nasty with this guy. And this guy and the dog, so like on one side of the parking lot coming from the dog park is Angie through the snow like yelling at this creepy guy, and then me trying to get away from creepy guy, manage the dogs, and retain my anger because I'm still pissed off at whatever we were arguing about. So like I don't know what to do. And she scared him off. I don't know what she said. I don't remember. If she was here, she probably would know more about this story, but maybe not. I don't know. But these dogs knew there was something up with that creepy guy. And I think he was trying to be a creeper. I really do. He was trying to be a creeper. And these dogs knew it. Because they didn't often act like that, like with just a person. Like if there was another dog with the person, and the dog, like somehow they got eye contact or something going on, these dogs got all wah. But that guy didn't have any dogs. He was just there. Anyway, I don't know what the point of telling that story was, but it's just kind of an interesting memory. And of course we made up after that. We were like, did you see that guy? I was like, yeah, I saw that guy. What the hell is his problem? I don't know. Oh my god. And spent the rest of the night talking about that, and everything's fine. Which is often how we work. And I was really grateful to those dogs that night. And I was grateful that they They protected that baby too. These dogs are always around. I mean, I'm sure. Well, I know all dogs are like that. You know, they want to be around their people, and but these dogs never shied away from that baby. They never got aggressive with her. They never got possessive over anything. They were just chill. And that one especially liked to be around her. And now she goes in her room. When I put her to bed at night, often she comes with us. And I sometimes leave her in there for a little while. I sometimes leave both of them in there with her. And I do this being fully aware that dogs are unpredictable sometimes. Honest to God, just like freaking people are, okay? Dogs lose their shit too. And when dogs are older, they're on the older side, you don't know how it's going to go. But I trust them in the room with her. I usually am in the room, there. Occasionally I'll leave them in there for a little while if they're sleeping. I don't want to wake them up, and I leave them in there, and then I come back and get them when they wake up. They're really hard to wake up nowadays. Especially that one. Oh my God. It snores. Yeah. He's a good boy. But look at, when I think of these dogs and I think of my daughter, I can't help thinking that it could have so easily gone the other way. And if we would have had to get rid of these guys at that point, it would have been tragic. And I never would have forgiven myself. Never. And I realize, guys, that that's part of my my overactive, guilty brain, but it's not all of it. I mean, like, I would definitely feel in some guilt and blame for that, because I would never want them to be destroyed. So, every time I think about that, I think about how grateful I am that it didn't go that way, and that they took to my little kid, even though they've never taken to any guest ever in our house, ever. Like, okay, my aunt stayed with us for 3 days. Like, slept in our house. Not this house. The other house where I lived before. These dogs were puppies. Alright, they weren't like little puppies, but they were like under a year old. They would not take to her 3 days. They wouldn't take to her. This one's suspect. This one just wants to bite her in the ass. And together, oh God, they're a force. I mean, they used to be. I don't know what they are now. They're just my senior babies. Oh. But anyway, the point is, they never took to anyone. They don't let any guests, like literally have to change. Well, not really change, but work around, and pretty much was not encouraged to pursue, although I don't know if I would have anyway, a social life, because I can't have anyone over at my house. These dogs have to be put away, preferably where they can't see the person, otherwise they'll still bark. They've never taken to anyone except us. They're surprisingly good at the groomer. They've been groomed a few times in our moving process. We had to have them groomed, and they were great. They were great at the groomer, as far as I know. I wasn't told anything otherwise. So I don't know, but I'm just like totally happy and grateful for them. And I want to look at them on the camera. In your fuzzy state. Oh my god, they really need haircuts. Okay, you guys. Do something interesting to end it. Here, this one's looking up. Hey, do something interesting. Hey. Oh, she looked at me now. No. Alright. Anyway. Bye-bye.